Richie Mo'unga is officially back in the mix for the 2027 Rugby World Cup after New Zealand Rugby officially announced that he has signed an 18-month deal with New Zealand Rugby, Crusaders, and Canterbury, which begins midway through 2026 and runs until the 2027 Rugby World Cup. Not currently eligible for the All Blacks, given the fact that he plays his rugby in Japan. It has long been assumed that he would make a return to New Zealand Rugby shortly before the World Cup to try and get himself back in the mix. And it's exactly the type of player Scott Robertson wants, a player he understands, a player he knows, but a player he won't be able to work with from an All Blacks perspective until next year, mid-year. However, with the class of Richie Mo'unga, we do expect him to go into that All Black side and probably be at the World Cup. It's not the ideal scenario with Scott Robertson, who has to continue planning with Damian McKenzie, Beauden Barrett, and then thinking about Richie Mo'unga coming in next year. Where does he potentially fit in? It is only an 18-month deal, and we probably expect Richie Mo'unga to move away probably from New Zealand Rugby after the next World Cup and probably potentially go to a European or Japanese contract, as the reason he left in the first place was to try and set his family up financially for the future. Big news for All Black fans. Would he make that big of a difference? Could he be the difference between them winning and losing the next World Cup? How vital is he to the All Blacks? And is it right that it can basically just almost be parachuted into the setup and then make the squad and go to the World Cup ahead of people who've kind of been involved in the last few years? Let me know down in the comments below.